Hey there, welcome back to another video, hopefully around about the 6 minute mark again. I know you guys are busy and running around doing stuff, so hopefully just tune in for 6 minutes and learn some more. This is just building on everything I've already said. These are all kind of 6-7 minute videos. They all compile together to make hopefully the whole story of how I view weight loss, for want of a better term, hopefully the reduction of body fat for everyone. And it's pretty much how I talk to my clients, and it's basically one side of the conversation we have together in terms of helping anyone who wishes to reduce their levels of body fat to do so. So in the previous video, I spoke about food and how we can change some of those habits that we have in terms of maybe eating too late or too many carbs too late, etc., etc., and certainly linking that back to the link between the chemical makeup of our food and also how our body assimilates that. So I wanted to touch on habits just as a moment, because again, it's a large part of the conversation I have with clients. Essentially, for many of us, what's leading us into obesity or holding too much body fat are our habits. And not all of our habits are that good for us, and not all of them are that bad for us either. But essentially, what this comes down to is it is incredibly hard to change our habits. So I think if we can acknowledge that, then it makes our life much easier. So one of the things you don't want to meet when you meet a personal trainer is the whole notion of, hey, hi, now you've met me, I'm an amazing personal trainer, I'm going to change your life, you will stop drinking, smoking, eating bad foods and not exercising, and this is all going to be amazing. That's really tricky, because it's quite intimidating for someone to listen to that. And also, habits make a large part of our lifestyle. And it's difficult for us to start to get rid of habits that quickly. So in conversations that I have with clients, it's very much about saying, you don't need to change anything at all. Change nothing. If you're a smoker, keep smoking. If you're drinking alcohol, keep drinking it. If you're eating bad foods, keep eating them. All we want you to do now is come to the gym once a week. If I can get a client who's never been to a gym before down to meet me at the gym for 1 hour in their week, that's an amazing achievement, and they need to understand that. If we start setting these sights too high, it's quite intimidating, and if we try and change too many habits too quickly, that's also intimidating. And the minute we go back to one old habit, then everything tends to fall apart. So don't try and slay all of your habits here and now. Let them dissipate over time. If you feel that there are habits that predispose you to putting on weight, for want of a better term, hate that term, if you have habits that predispose you to adding to your levels of body fat, or at least preventing you from reducing them, let them dissipate over time. They will slowly dissolve over time as we replace them with better habits. But we can only do that one at a time. So the key to all of this, more important than even your food, once we've made you aware of it, is just to try and do some sort of resistance training. And if I can get my clients to the gym once a week for some resistance training, that's all I need. That's a massive achievement for most people, because gyms are, again, intimidating places. They're full of people that we would maybe rather not see if we're just starting our journey. So it's a big part. So if you're trying this alone or at home or with friends, then just don't be caught up in trying to make everything change right here, right now. This is a system that if people can adopt it, helps them become lean for life, not just for next week or for a holiday or whatever else. So if you can pick up any one good habit, it's to go to the gym and do some resistance training, or get a program online, have a look around online. What is it? Muscle Wiki, is it? I think is amazing. Or Wiki Muscle is amazing. Just look at those. They'll give you all the ideas you need for some resistance training exercises at home at no cost. So that's the idea here. The fundamental issue is, yes, I've done a lot of talking about what we need to do and change and how we need to view that, but it's just one change, one habit at a time. Pick up one good habit, and that will help us get rid of some in the background slowly over time. So number one, get to the gym or do some resistance training once a week. If that can turn into twice a week, that's perfect. That's all we ever need. We can do this on 2 hours of resistance training a week, and away we go. And if we can then bring the food in slowly but surely to change that from the calorie-based intake that we have onto the chemically linked index that I'm trying to put together for people, then so much the better. So it's a big part of it. Habits are ingrained within us, and it takes a long time to get rid of them. If we try and get rid of them all here and now, it doesn't last very long. But if we can live with those habits that might not be so beneficial, and in the meantime start to slot in some beneficial ones, then we'll make that change and it'll stick, it'll stay, and you'll make the progress you need. Essentially, when I talk to my clients, I will sit and say to them, you know what, it takes me 1 calendar year to make a permanent positive body change for you, with you, that you want. Okay, so it's really important to know. This is not, hey, this is a 4-week miracle. It isn't. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Okay, so I hope that helps in terms of habits and how they play into this. Okay, thanks for watching. Tune into another one. Give me any feedback. Good to chat. Thanks. Bye-bye.